Jody, good morning. Tonight we're going to have Athenian chicken with Athenian potatoes, okay? So, as I promised, I am sending you a video of how it's done because you and I don't measure, and this is the easiest way to do it, okay? So, here's what we're going to do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my chicken and I'm going to flip it on the chest, okay? Chest down, breast down, okay? Now, first thing I'm gonna do after I do that is...
You're moving too fast.
I'm moving too fast, I'm sorry. I don't have all my ingredients out. Let me get my squeezer. So, the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to put the lemon on the chicken. And the reason why I put the lemon on the chicken first is because after I put the ingredients on, if you put the lemon on, everything washes off, okay? So what I like to do is I like to first squeeze my lemon on the chicken. Don't worry about the seeds because when you do your gravy, the seeds are going to come into your
sieve.
You're going to, put them through a strainer. So, all right. So I'm getting the whole lemon on the back of the bird. Now, next step is salt.
What type of salt are you using, dear?
This is sea salt.
You don't have to use sea salt.
No. Salt. Pepper it real nice. I like pepper. It's an antioxidant. Okay. Then we're going to hit it with oregano. And I use granulated garlic, okay? I love this stuff. It works great. Put it on evenly. Give it a nice little coating there, okay? And that's it. That's the bottom part. Now, flip it over. And we're going to do the same thing with one little different thing. So we're going to take our lemon.
I'm going to have to save this video too because I never knew how you do it.
And we're going to do the same thing with the lemon. Get all that lemon juice on there. Take a shot of the pan. You can see how much lemon juice is in there because it's almost covered the pan. Okay? Now, we're going to do the same as before. Salt, sea salt. I use sea salt because it's not as salty as salt, taste-wise. Then you give a nice little thing of pepper on it. Okay, oregano. Garlic.
Can you move your ingredients? They're in front of the chicken pan.
Now, this next step is the most important as far as I'm concerned. And that is, you take a stick of butter Okay? I'm going to cut 5 1/4 inch okay? I call this my blessing of my chicken. So I take my butter and I put 2 on the breast by the wing. When it heats up, they're gonna go off, they'll go into the wing. You'll have that butter there. 1 here, and then 2 pieces inside the leg, just like that. So that's the way your chicken is gonna look, all right, before you roast it. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cover this, okay? And then I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator, it's 10 minutes to 10, until about 4 o'clock. So at 4 o'clock, by 4 o'clock, all of these things will have, gone into the chicken, all of the spices. Now there's one last thing that I do. I take chicken broth and I pour it in the pan. Now I do not touch my chicken with it, okay? Because this is the basis for our natural gravy.
About how
Okay.
much broth are you putting in there?
Well, come on, take a picture, you can see. See how it's filled up the pan? Now, what's gonna happen when you start roasting, the chicken, this will start to, it'll go in, it'll evaporate a little bit. So then when it goes really down, all I do is I put some water in the pan, okay? And I'll put it right back in the oven. Okay, now what this is your natural gravy, okay? And when the chicken is done and you take it out, you strain off the gravy, and then we have because of the butter, you're gonna have grease, plus you have the grease from the fat of the bird. So I use Lynn's, I always had this at my home too. I use this because this separates the gravy from the fat. This is excellent, can't do without it. And that's it.
Do you cover it with foil when you bake?
No,
Okay.
you leave it open unless you're gonna delay eating it, and then at the end you put foil around it and keep it warm, and drop the temperature to 250. Now, on our oven, 350 is plenty because these are convection ovens. So this bird will be done probably in 2 hours. Okay. Now, every step that I showed you is the same I want you to do when you roast your Greek potatoes. So when you roast your Greek potatoes, you're going to, what I do is, I'll take my potatoes, and what I do is I skin them like this, okay? And then I go in the middle. This is not the knife I would normally use. I like to keep the skin on, some of it, okay? So I'll take my potatoes, and of course I'm washing them, okay? But I'll take my potato, I'll put it in the pan, all the potatoes that I'm going to use, and I'm going to go through the same ingredients. The salt, pepper, garlic, and oregano, okay? And then you take a whole lemon, again, and you squeeze it all over the potatoes. Then, again, you take 5 1/4-inch pieces of butter, put it in with the potatoes, and the last step is put your chicken base. in with the potatoes. Now, you don't want it any higher than this in this pan because you don't want to boil them, okay? You want to roast them, okay? Now, again with the potato will absorb this. And so you're always going to be every 20, 30 minutes, you're going to be turning your potatoes, right? So that they cook evenly. When the juice gets really down, take them out. Add, what I always do is I'll take my pan with my potatoes and I'll put the faucet on slow and I'll just go around the rim of my pan just with enough water. You don't want a lot again, you're not boiling these. So you get all that gravy, that cooking, the spices and everything you've put in your potatoes, you mix them around, turn them right back in the oven. 350 degrees, with these ovens, 2 hours, they're soft, beautiful, delicious, okay? So my dear, that is how you make Athenian chicken. This is George's recipe from my mother, Helen. And I hope you enjoy, okay? Take care, we love you, we miss you, can't wait to see you down here in South Carolina. Our love to Alan. Bye.